In this video, we are going to discuss whether the special theory of relativity is consistent. Many conundrums like the twin paradox, a train in a tunnel, etc., have been proposed against the theory. We discuss one more here. Let us consider an observer S and another observer S prime, which moves with constant velocity v relative to the observer S. Now, according to the special theory of relativity, two events simultaneous to one observer need not be so for the other observer too. It seems to be fine, but it's not. It actually leads to different realities for different observers, which is simply impossible. Let us consider a thought experiment. Suppose we have a train with glass walls so that anything happening in the train can be seen from outside. We have this setup of our thought experiment in one of the carriages of the train. On the left and right walls of the carriage, we have two special machines which start working when rays of light fall on their sensors, which are shown with red dots. Now, the work of these machines or the function of these machines is just to pull the springs which are attached to them. Now, the other ends of the springs are attached to the two sides of a marker which is located right at the middle of the carriage. So, if any of the spring is pulled by the respective machine before the other, then the marker will move to the respective side. Or in other words, if the left machine starts working before the right one, the marker will move to the left side of the carriage, and if the right machine starts working before the left one, the marker will move to the right side of the carriage. And if the two machines start working simultaneously right at the same instant of time, then the marker will not move at all, because in that case the machines will be pulling the marker with equal and opposite forces, because the machines are identical. Next, we have a source of light again placed right at the middle of the carriage, which emits two rays of light towards the left and right machine's sensors. Finally, we have an observer present in the carriage. Now, this train moves with a constant velocity v with respect to an observer stationary on the ground. Consider the situation according to the observer present inside the train. According to this observer, everything is stationary, and the two rays of light reach to their target sensors simultaneously. The two machines start working at the same point of time, and hence the marker should not move at all. But for the observer standing on the ground, the situation will be entirely different. The ray of light traveling towards the left wall will reach to its target sensor in a shorter time, because the left wall is itself running towards it, and the ray of light running towards the right wall, which will reach to its target sensor in a longer time, because the right wall is running away from this ray of light. So this ray of light has to travel a longer path to reach to its target sensor. So the marker must move towards the left wall according to this observer. But we now have a paradox. The marker certainly cannot do two different things for two different observers. It can either remain stationary or it can move towards the left wall. So we see that the special theory of relativity is not consistent, because reality cannot be different for different observers. If you like the ideas presented here, you are welcome to read my article on the subject. Link is given in the description below.